Well, New Brighton was a holiday resort in the 50s and 60s when there was a ferry from Liverpool, and it was very popular. It was a sandy beach. There was a fantastic swimming pool, which sadly we lost about 10 years ago. And it had a lively set of amusement parks. It was a lovely place to bring young children, and it was very popular. It was a working class resort, but it has declined. And the Floral Pavilion was very run down and very tired. It had a leaking roof and columns inside that spoilt the sight lines. And all in all, it was a very tired building. But it had a strong tradition, and it was a very popular theatre with people. People really liked it. Now we're coming up towards the site now. This is the front at New Brighton. Well, that building there in Art Deco style is an amusement arcade. It's not listed, but it's very much part of the image of New Brighton. And it's a seafront building. You see them in other seaside resorts in England. And it was the beginnings of a working relationship with the rest of the site, because the original Floral Hall had flower beds in front of it, and the building still has. Our building has, we've left flower beds along the front, particularly on the left-hand end, where there's a different level there. And the original site went up, so we've kept the levels and respected the frontage that you can walk along. So the building is raised above the prom slightly, and the only bit where it's lower is where you enter it, in the centre. And even though it's symmetrical in layout, entrance, theatre on one side, multi-use hall on the other, it's not quite symmetrical, which gives it a certain vitality. So the design is intentionally extrovert, and it's meant to be a building that says, look, come inside, this is interesting.
My mother always told me that I had a splendid voice. In fact, I'd sing in opera if they'd give me my choice. I wrote to Oscar Hammerstein that I would be his star. He said, come down and sing for me, and I'll see how good you are. And I don't suppose I'll do it again for months and months and months. No, I don't.
The river's a lot cleaner than it used to be, and the sand's looking good. And then the amazing thing, of course, is New Brighton is so near to the centre of Liverpool. And when you look down there, you can see the towers. That's the centre of Liverpool, 4 miles away. And that's been a radical change in this last 2 or 3 years. All those tall towers are quite recent. Today I'm a bit bored with it, to be quite honest. I've been living this for 3.5 years. It takes a long time to do a building. I'm not that bored really, it's been a really enjoyable job, but yeah, you just, once it's done, it's done. It's up to them to use it now and be as inventive as they can. They've got some very good shows already planned. I'm very optimistic for the building, and yeah, it's like handing something over to someone else to run after a lot of work. I work with one assistant, John Nazida, who has been first class, the best man I've ever worked with. Very, very kind of conscientious, very thorough. When I look at it, I sometimes think it reminds me of a bird or airplane wings, or it feels a bit like a ship in its size. It's got a particular scale that's again to do with the size of the space here. It didn't need finicky small detail, and I hope that's successful in that way, that the intention was to make a very strong, simple statement rather than something that was little and sort of pokey. That's the Wallasey coat of arms. That's Wallasey's coat of arms, and that's paint. That serves me right, doesn't it? See, they're just finishing the job. A clown outfit next, I'll have a red nose. Ken Dodd opened it the other week, he was very, very funny. Yeah. If anything, it reminds me of the Festival of Britain I went to when I was very, very young, maybe about 10. Was I 10 or 11? No, perhaps 11. And that was a very optimistic time. Let's hope this opens. Here we go. this is the bit that gives me the most pleasure, finally. I mean, the gymnastics, the architectural gymnastics on the outside are all right. You asked me, was it an ego trip? Not you, no, the cameraman asked me, is it an ego trip? And I said it was economical ego. You know, it sort of, it wasn't, they weren't crazy shapes just for the sheer willfulness of it. They were all about the theatrical experience and wanting to go in the building, and as you walk along, seeing this kind of well-lit, welcoming interior. And then when you come in, on the night it opened, people did say, my goodness, we never thought it would be this big. So it is, it's one heck of a span.
Bless 'em all, bless 'em all, the long and the short and the tall. Bless all the sergeants, the sourpuss ones, bless all the corporals and their dopey sons, 'cause we're saying goodbye to them all. As back to the barracks they crawl, no ice cream and cookies for flat-footed rookies, so cheer up my lads, bless 'em all.
Welcome to the Brighton Floral Pavilion.
You can have a swell time, we've had it all before.